All right. So, after that whole adventure with trying to make 2022 into something, I decided that I was going to like kind of empty the sandbox and start over again. This theme that I'm using today is Wabi by Rich Tabor. Tabor? I think that's how you say his name. I've only ever seen it written out. Sorry, Rich, if I'm screwing up your name. Um, but it's a kind of a simple theme where you can like theme every individual post and page, which is kind of cool. I'm into that. But so we're going to start with this, and I'm going to take this and no doubt like do some kind of horrible, terrible nonsense to it. But 1 second. All right. So this is kind of your basic like reverse cron blog homepage. Very cool. I just installed this. I haven't done anything with it yet. So let's get into our dashboard and play around. Let's play with the site editor. Why not? All right, so here's our index. It's our blog index. I want to look at my templates. I've got an index. I don't have a separate homepage. I feel like I want one because I keep trying to do this thing. Where instead of showing just my reverse cron blog posts, I show a couple of them based on, like I show a few of them based on kind of what I've been doing, and based on categories, because sometimes what I post is kind of nonsense, and it's not really for anyone but me. So I don't really need it to be featured on the homepage of my site. So what happens? Here's a blank. What's this one? It's just a blank one. Oh, okay, with no nothing on it. Okay. So what if I added a new one, like a front page template, and I put, oh, we get to start from the very beginning. Outstanding. Front page displays the home page. So now we get to add, let's add some template parts. Can I add a header here? Yes. So I have to choose one. Well, I want it with the, yeah, I like that. Very cool. And then let's see. And this is where we start getting into the limitations of my understanding of layout tools, right? Because, like, should I be adding things as a row? I don't know. Because I kind of feel like I want a cover block here. Let's start with a query loop. Let's start with that, and then I can just put it into things if I want to. I want a query loop. Let's pick a pattern. I don't want that one. I like the grid ones. I just do. I like the grid ones. I don't like this headline, so we're gonna have to mess around with that. If I wanna. And then I feel like, yeah, if I've just gone and used like an enormous thing, I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's try this one. It's the one I keep using. Show them as a, ooh, ooh, gross. That's awful. Can I fix that? Inherit query from template, post type, columns, newest to oldest, sticky posts. Let's do this. Let's do speak it. Here. This looks terrible. I love it when it looks awful. It makes me feel better. Like, look how tiny this thumbnail is. Like, this pattern and I just do not get along at all, do we? Ooh. Oh, are we inside the header? Oh no, we need to be outside the header. That's okay for starters. I have just put this in the wrong place. Oh no, I guess I haven't. There's the header. There's the query loop. Um, well, let's mess around with this and see if we can fix it. Inner blocks use. Ooh, even worse. Okay. Maybe the issue is. All right, so this is like an H2, and I don't care for the H2 here at all. I do not care for this size. Oh, let's see if we can play with that at the site styles level. Site styles, browse styles. Do we want a dark theme? Oh, I like the dark theme. We like that. Yeah, we like that. Okay. Text. Font family. Sure. Oh, look at that. He's added a whole bunch of these here. Okay, I'm going to think about that later. But that's great. That's the font styles. All right, let's play around with the blocks. Here's our heading blocks. Heading, typography. Do they all need to be quite so big? Maybe not. Maybe they could just be not quite so aggressively huge. How about that? I don't see how this is really reflecting what I wanted it to reflect. Let's leave this page. Let's try again. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Oh no. Okay. Now I'm back to my front page and it did not save any of what I was doing. Okay. So we want the header with the search, because why not? Is that what I wanted? Yeah. Okay. Great. And then we wanted a query loop. Except what we discovered. Oh. Oh, should I start blank? Image, date, and title. And then you gotta make it like that. Oh, I like this better. This is better. Okay. Now, of course, this is just me like choosing weirdly sized things for my featured images. And to a certain extent, that is fixable by me just not doing that, right? That is fixable by me just simply not doing that. So, where are my styles? For my text, can I just make the text less smaller? Like, truly. I feel like this is just not getting me what I need. Because this is like wanting fonts and typography used on links. Yeah. This is like a header. This is an H2 header. And a post title. Oh, maybe well, the thing is, I only want to target this block for this specific location, right? Right? Yeah, I think that's what I want. We're going to save this so I don't lose it again. We can always revert. All right, let's try editing it again. The templates, the front page. Okay. Right. All right, so I don't want the pagination. Never liked that. Do not care for it. Add texture blocks that will display when the query returns no results. Well, hopefully that's not going to happen. I guess that's an edge case that if I were building a real theme for other people to use, I would need to fill in, but since this is just for me, I'm not going to bother at the moment. All right, so I've done the styles. Navigation, we're not worried about that right now. Yeah, okay, specific blocks for the whole site. Let's try this again. I can do typography for the heading, but how do I... Oh gosh, okay, here we go. So can I make... Aha, here we go. Now, here's the problem. I'm making the post title a size 3 here, and that helps. But suspect that if I click through here, that's going to make it that for the whole rest of the page, yeah? So, like, if I go over here to an individual single blog post, yeah, see, like, the post title is small when maybe I want it to be big here. This seems like, I don't know if this is a limitation of the theme or if this is a limitation of the tool, right? Because here, maybe I do want it to be that big. Okay, so I do want the post title to be that big. I really only want it to be small on the home page. Let's go back to templates. Here's our front page. And so here, I don't, all right, so I'm not trying to do this in the styles editor. I'm trying to close the styles editor. I'm trying to edit this block. Yeah, here we go. That's weird. Why does it do that? Okay. Have I gotten it? I have. Good. Okay. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Now, what about this? Post featured image. What if... Well, yes, of course I want that to link to the post. So it seems like the width is, of course, going to be determined. What I want it to do is crop, and I think what this means is that I just have to crop it at like the post level. Like I should have just cropped it here. Like that's something that I should be doing as a publisher of content. That is not something that I should be waiting for the theme to do for me. Okay, so back to the query loop. I'm trying to make this a speaking section so people can find out where to find me. This is not showing my image. There we go. Now the images are loading. They're just taking a minute. It's okay. See, that's much more appropriate. Cool. Okay. We like that. We're going to save that so I don't lose it. No, I wonder if I can, can I bottom align this? Can I do something about the alignment here? I guess not. I guess this is what I should really be doing is just having better and more consistent practices around choosing my thumbnail images. Or, yeah, post featured image. I can apply a duotone filter. That's not helpful. Okay. So then I need a section heading here. And I don't want, all right, I'm gonna have to do this with, I like this with the cover. I wonder if I could make this, oh, I wonder if I could do this in the query loop block, right? Like this query loop, can I add into this query loop block? Can I add inside it a cover? I uploaded this cool thing. I'm going to use this. It kind of goes with the theme. What if I wanted to move this entire block up to the top? Is it still, where is it? Is it inside my, yes, it is inside my query loop. Now, can I make this title, can I add, instead of having like a paragraph, can I add like, nope. No, I can't. Maybe I could add a term description. This is the color we seem to be using here. Looks like maybe. I removed the paragraph. No, this only works when you're viewing an archive. So we're gonna remove this. And I think I just have to do this like on my own. I think I just have to make this a paragraph block. We'll make it a paragraph. And we'll make it big or semi-big. Great, great, great. And then we have to make, but we have to make all of our changes on the, like, let's just not make it this large of a cover block. And, right. Okay. This is way more attractive than I had done with 2022. And I think that's because the theme is just so much less opinionated. So I'm not fighting against the styles that are already there. So big ups to Rich for that. Can we make this like bold here? Yeah. Yes. Okay. And then I need to do some kind of something. Can I change the focal point? That's only going to work for desktop, but for now it's okay. Now, do we want an overlay? Like, yes, not that much of an overlay. Let me move the focal point around. See, that's like screws it up badly if it's there. Looks good if it's there. So we need a little more overlay. I just super like that image. What if I made it like up here? Can I make it like that? Yeah, okay. Because then what I'll do is when I put it down below, I'll put the focal point. Yeah, yeah, dog. Okay. I like that. We like that. At some point I have to go through and figure these out. Okay. And then I can duplicate this thing and move the whole thing down here. Yeah? Yeah. Hold it all. Yep. And then we're gonna make that focal point like way down here. I could almost, like if I make it down, I could almost get them to line up, but not quite. That's okay. And then we're gonna take this query loop and we're gonna duplicate this. Am I doing exactly what I did last week? Yes, I am, but it is going much better this time, isn't it? Can I get this? No. All right, I'm gonna drag it from over here. How about that? Oh, no, it duplicated the post template twice. Not my whole, that's part of my problem. Okay, we're gonna remove that, and then we're gonna duplicate the query loop block. What we want is to duplicate the query loop. Move it down here, under and outside of the cover. Come on. Drag and drop could be better. You know, like it could be smoother. Can I drag query loop up? Can I drag this up? How about that? Yeah. Yeah, dog. Okay. All right. No, it just, oh my God. What are we doing? Oh. Oh, interesting. Oh, cool. Okay, so putting that, do I like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save this and we're gonna figure out if I like this, the cover, inside or outside of the query loop block. So we're gonna open a new tab and we're gonna go look at this. That's inside the query loop. That's outside of it. Do I like it going all the way across like that? Or do I prefer it to be constrained? I suppose it's hard to tell. All right, let's do a better job of. Okay. Oh, I should maybe make this reverse the focal pointing on this. Because this purple next to this purple looks weird, but I like this purple a lot. Do we want it going all the way across? I think we don't want it going all the way across. I think that is too unpredictable. Okay. We have to move this block. We have to grab it and drag it into the cover, or into the query loop. Now, show me my... Can I do that from here? Can we... I'm pretty sure you can, yeah, you can. You can drag and drop from inside, from the block list view. List view is the secret sauce, I am convinced, of using Gutenberg. Because when it's hard to figure out what's nested where, like this will always save your butt. If you're not using list view, learn it, live it, love it. I promise. You will be a happier human. A Guten human. Humanberg. All right, so we're gonna move this down here so that I get the purple away, and then I'll move this one differently so that I see more of that purple. We're gonna give up on trying to get them to line up because that's clearly not in the cards for today. And that's all right. That's okay. It doesn't have to. Okay, and then we have to change this one out. Change this query loop to thinking. Waiting for my images. Okay. Nice. Oh, I think this fits me much better. All right, cool. What else do we want to mess with on this page, on this adventure? Templates. Let's look at our post template. Okay, so then this here is going to be our post featured image. Oh, I like this. This is what? Footer posts. Footer posts. Posts. Footer. Okay, so the footer, cool, is going to put some kind of posts in there according to some kind of logic. It's a query loop. And it just appears to be like not the most recent posts. Maybe is there an offset here? Yes, there is an offset. Oh, cool. Okay. We like that. Here's your post content block. Nice. All right. I like this the way it is. The problem, for my purposes, the problem with this theme is that it's already really good. And that means I don't want to do stuff to it. But that also means that I'm not going to go in here and like ruin it and turn it into a dumpster fire. What's the 404 look like? I always feel like 404s are sadly neglected. And I appreciate that this one has like an attractive 404. Though I always like a 404 that includes, this one has the search up here, but it includes like an explicit prompt to search. So can I put a search box in here? I can. And then we're going to make this like not nearly so wide. Make a button outside. I don't need it to be. Let's make it align center. I don't understand why it looks like this though. Why? It's in a cover block. I wasn't trying to make it a cover block. How did that happen? 404. Oh, okay, so it's inside a cover. But why does it look like that? What? Why does that look so terrible? Oh, toggle search label. Border. Yeah, I don't know why it looks like that. That seems like an oversight, like that search block. I bet I can style the search block. Can I style the search block for everywhere? Nope. Oh, there we go. That's what it is. So that's the background. I don't understand why it has such a huge background that's so much bigger than the actual search field. Why? Can I just make the whole block narrower? Like, can I just make this block smaller? All right. Here's our image. Want a little bit less of this overlay. I think it's just very like hard to look at. So I'm going to take down the overlay a little bit. So I don't know. We'll go with it for now. I'm not going to spend all day on this. What else? Is this what I want my archives to look like? Or do I want, like, here's a loop. That's a whole template part. Oh, I have a loop and an alternate loop. I have this loop. Oh, I like that. And I have this loop. Can I mess with it? Inner blocks use full width. Do I need to like, oh yeah, can I make it do this? Let's not do that again. Let's just leave good enough alone, Tiff. Let's just leave good enough alone. Okay. So we're not changing anything to the loop. Great. Okay. But you can see I've added my whole front page here. So here's what I'm going to do. I think now I'm going to try to like, can I export it now? Where do I get to do that? Here we go. Can I export my theme? Yep. All right. I have now like a wabi.zip, which is like my modified version of a wabi. Now I'm going to try installing it on my site. Oh, moment of truth time, y'all. Let's see what happens. Upload one. Why can't I drag and drop this? Come on, .com. So this is my personal site hosted on WordPress.com. On like a, well, when I set it up, it was a business plan, but it's whatever plan allows you to install stuff. So let's see what happens when I activate it. What even brought over my images? Y'all. That looks awesome, actually. I've still got to like set these. I've got to do whatever I need to do to set those. Well, that looks great, actually. Man, and I didn't have to like do any complicated nonsense. Man, I remember having to like download themes and upload themes and Like, y'all can just get off my lawn with this. This is going to change a lot of lives, y'all. Okay. Well, that's very cool, and I'm going to leave it like that for the moment. Um, but, oh, look at this. My titles are not linking. And I suppose at some point I could just learn to use the theme. But, like, check this out. My titles, my blog titles, they don't link to the blog posts. That's kind of effed up. Oh, let's fix it. Let's fix it. Okay. Because I know how to do that now, I think. All right, thinking. But what I need is for, like, this. Yeah, make title a link. Why wouldn't I do that? Okay. Now I gotta do it down here. Make title a link. Of course. Why wouldn't I do that? That's cool as hell. Navigation menu has been deleted, Arizona. Oh, that makes sense. The sites aren't exactly one to one. What is my WordPress? And my GitHub. And then I need to add one, yeah? Nope. And then I'm going to add another one. Social icon. No, I don't want that there. That's silly. Add the GitHub. That's interesting. I don't want two GitHubs. That's ridiculous. How does that work? All right, well, let's play around with that template part. Oh, a row. Browse all of my social icons. So I want to add, well, I gotta add Twitch now. And let's see. I want to add LinkedIn and I don't really think I need to add Instagram and Facebook. Do I have them? I'll just add those for now. I can always add those later. That's snazzy though. Okay. So I have to go through and add these. At some point, I need to figure out where my menus went. Snazzy. Okay, well, I made a theme and I installed it. And that is ridiculous. It brought over all my images. Site logo. I haven't updated this. I wonder if I could just make this my gravatar instead. Can I just swap this out for my gravatar? Can I like replace it with my gravatar and then just have my face? At some point, I need to go back through and add my bio to my homepage, but that's for another day. That's for another day. I think I have. Look, I have accomplished something. I made a theme. Or I customized a theme and I didn't use any code. This is so cool. All right, y'all. I'm going to wrap this up for this week. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time.